Hey watch fans, Brad from Brent Miller Jewelers. And today I have for us two Bell & Ross BR05 I have the X5 in my left and the BR05 here in my right. This is the GMT model. And the ice blue or the sky blue dial, that's the question of the day. Both of these very similar looking as far as the color of these dials. Again, Bell & Ross is referring this to their ice blue versus their sky blue. Both look really great if you like the lighter shade of blue. But really just wanted to kind of put these side by side, take a look at the case construction on this X5 versus the BR05. I'm not going to go over the specs. I'll list all that in the description. But I will tell you, they're nearly identical, taking the measurements across the case. You know, both of them right around that 41 millimeters. I think it was like 40.9, 41.1 on one. So again, right around 41. So pretty identical there. Where do you start to see the first change, though, is in this case. You have a multi-piece or multi-constructed case here on this newer X5. So it is a little bit thicker. You're also getting the Kinesi cost certified movement in the X5 with the power reserve indicator. So the movement itself, I did not look up. It may be thicker as well. But regardless, 13.1 on the X5 versus 11.3. So not quite 2 millimeter difference, but I will say I think it is noticeable in hand as well as on wrist and how it wears on wrist. Nearly identical lug tip to lug tip, right around 49 for both. And then I did notice the case, I won't even call it the last link at the integrated case and bracelet. This case on the new X5 definitely does not taper down to the bracelets. It's a little bit chunkier on wrist, and hopefully you can see what I'm talking about here. Right above my thumb, the bottom and top of the case is definitely a little bit chunkier, and I think that's probably to balance out the thicker case on this X5. So again, I measured this at almost 26 versus 24 on the BR05 here, so a little bit wider, and I think that looks better integrating into that case. Both of them tapering to 17, both of them butterfly deploying clasps. And again, you're looking at exhibition case backs. That's the Kinesi Bell & Ross caliber 323 versus the Sellita caliber 325. So again, not a bad looking movement in my humble opinion. I do like the skeletonized rotor on it. However, you're not going to get that same COSC certification or the higher power reserve on it. So overall, I think they both look great. You know, the sunburst dial on both, really, I'd be happy to wear either. Let me throw these both on wrist to give you an idea of how they look and wear on my 6 3/4 inch wrist. Up first is the newer X5. Again, definitely a little taller. You can see that color there underneath the top piece. I'm going to call it the bezel. Really not sure what else to call it on the Bell & Ross. But again, you can see the layers of the case. And then let me throw on this BR05 GMT. Again, sits a little flatter, a little bit more comfortable, is a little bit lighter. I did weigh them. Surprisingly, I thought the weight was going to be a little bit larger disparity between the two, but I measured the X5 at 180.3 grams and the BR05 174.3. So like 6-7 grams, which again, holding them in hand, just I would have guessed it would have been more like 10 or 15. So let me hit the lights for you quick, give you a quick loom shot. Let me know what you think of the new X5 case. If you've seen one in person, if you got to try one on, I'd be curious to hear what your thoughts are. And for again, this video, is it going to be the ice blue or the sky blue dial on these Bell & Ross models? Thanks for viewing. Contact information is in the description. We look forward to hearing from you. We'll see you in the next video.